Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. There are multiple reactions over President Muhammadu's statement on the issue of state police. Don't forget that Nigerians at a point had believed that the current security architecture of the country does not have all the capacity to fight the increasing nature of insecurity, banditry, kidnapping, and the likes. And they have suggested that each of the states should have a state police, which most people had already recommended it to be good enough for the current administration. But shockingly, yesterday, Mr. President gave Nigerians a blow on that issue. And he told Nigerians that state security or state police is not an option, and that they should reflect on the attitude of the governors with the local government, that they are not giving them their financial entitlement. How then will he be talking about the issue of state police? He made other statements about it. But right now, a lot of groups have slammed the president on the issue, and they are telling him to watch and see what is going to happen next. We're going to be looking at some of these responses, and then we also kickstart analysis on them. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the Middle Belt Forum, MBF, has noted that agitation for state police across the country will eventually materialize in spite of President Muhammadu Buhari's recent comment dismissing it. Dr. Bitrus Pogu, the national president of MBF, who was reacting to a clip of the president's recent television interview, explained that there is a need to practice true federalism for the survival of the country. According to him, it is unfortunate that President Muhammadu Buhari would say that state police is not an option. He can only delay legitimate agitation of the people but cannot stop it. He opined that the country must practice true federalism, which is what Nigeria needs, stressing that one cannot rule Nigeria as a totalitarian state, and the federal government cannot continue to impose on the federating unit its authority using federal police and federal institutions. Pogu stated that if Nigeria must continue as a federation, then it has to operate as federation, and that all President Buhari can do is to delay the process, but there is no way such processes will not come to fruition, because one of the aspects of true federalism is partial autonomy on some issues like policing and others by the federating unit. He stated that given what happened in Lagos, Nigeria must insist on state police. He explained that the governor is the chief security officer of the state and should have authority in a state, saying that no federal institution should impose anything on the governor. He noted that as far as Nigerians are concerned, they would always insist on state police and believe it is going to happen when Buhari accepts it or not, or accepts it now or not. It will come, adding that true federalism restructuring must happen in Nigeria for the country to move forward. Our country cannot just be run like a militarized state in a democracy. Also on that same issue, the great opposition party, People Democratic Party, PDP, has expressed disappointment over the stance of President Muhammadu Buhari on state police. President Buhari had, in an interview on Channel Television on Wednesday, monitored by us, said that state police is not an option in solving the security challenges in the country. State police is not an option, he said. Find out the relationship between local government and the governors. Are the state tiers of government getting what they are supposed to get constitutionally, he said. Reacting to the comment, PDP National Chairman Iyocha Ayu said the president's rejection of the state police shows that his government is not interested in solving the insecurity in the nation. Ayu stated that the call for state police was made by Nigerians, urging the president to do the will of the people he swore an oath to serve. In a statement released on Wednesday night, the PDP chairman asserted that Nigerians will not accept his rejection of state police. He said watching President Muhammadu Buhari this evening on Channels TV during an interview session was a gratuitous waste of time because there was nothing new coming from the president. As has been said by many before now, to expect anything new from our president would be a misplaced and unfortunate expectation. From the economy to insecurity, killing of innocent farmers by insurgent, which some erroneous term farmer/herders clashes, and other sundry issues, President Buhari honored his calling as a president who has nothing new to offer. In President Buhari's view, state police is not an option, yet it appears they continue killing in some localities of Nigeria, particularly in the north and more specifically in his home state of Katsina, may not matter. Hence, they need to have a security system that feeds on local intelligence and commands local intelligence, which the federal government cannot adequately provide, is not an option to our president. To him, it appears that continuing the same process while expecting a different output and outcome is the best way to go. We ask, is he uncomfortable, or is he comfortable with the killing in the land while the state duo persists? That was the position of the PDP national chairman. But we want to look at this whole issue from both ends because I tell you, it's quite sensitive. As much as, according to the PDP chairman, President Muhammadu Buhari does not have anything new to offer. He said that it is quite an unfruitful expectation for someone to expect something new from this administration. But then let's try to take into consideration some of the things that the president said in respect to the reason why he is not looking at state policing as an option, to solving issues. And one of the things he made mention of is the treatment meted out to the third tiers of government, talking about the local government area in Nigeria by the governors. Now, we saw a little glimpse of what will likely happen if there's state police on the 26th of December 2021, where we saw some people masquerading as whatever you want to call them, and they entered into the church, and we saw a tussle of, fighting opponent and all of that. Imagine if we have state police today. Now, state police, one thing is certain, that they will be under the payroll of the state government, which means if they misbehave, they won't get their money. Or in other words, I would like to put it like this, that they will be totally under the control of the state government, which means they will be like a watchdog to the state government. Now, being a watchdog to the state government, you will realize that the opposition will be totally paralyzed. For some people who can't stand opposition, there are some governors in Nigeria, like it or not, those guys, they don't like anything called opposition. Whatever thing they do, no matter how bad and terrible it is to the people, they just feel everybody should accept it. Look at this issue of, let's just brood over this issue of local government area. How many of the state governors have integrated or have accepted to allow the federation account to credit the local government area account straight? They want to house the money. The state governors, money that is coming from the federal government, whether it is for the judiciary or whether it is for the state lawmakers or whether it is for the local government, they want to house the money. And when they house the money like that, they will now pay them what they feel it is comfortable for them to pay them. So you now realize that for some state, they are even collecting a bit better from their governors, that's talking about the local government, compared to some state. So imagine you at the local level or at the local government level, they complain that, sir, this area of this thing, we need these issues, we have a lot of issues in this area, we have a lot of issues, or they say that the state government is not doing what they are expected to do. My brother, they will use the state police and come after you. They will knock you. You realize that the battle in the state level will be so hot between the opposition and the governors. We will be so shocked what will be happening. This issue of kidnapping we are seeing is a tip of the iceberg. By the time the state police come into full operation, they won't even be fighting insecurity. I can shock you. that they won't even be fighting insecurity. It will be the opponent that will be the insecurity. They will put everything on their own opponent and fight them with everything they've got. The federal government, yeah, like what happened some few days ago, talking about the issue of, an SP, insulting a whole state governor and all of that. It triggered a lot of things. People were like, hey, we wish we had this and that and that and that. Whatever. The truth, for me, the truth remains that even if we have to put such structure on ground, but what we will see at the state level will not be palatable at all. I know that we have to fight insecurity and all of that, but the big question that we also have to look into is who are the people that are even causing this insecurity? Let's be real, because even with the instrumentation of the federal police and also the military, this whole issue of insecurity in the individual state can be handled stresslessly. There are still some hands that are remote controlling things and causing the insecurity to be intense, just to show that maybe the current administration is not performing well or this and that. So you just realize the whole thing is so cumbersome. Instead, we should see how we can equip the local vigilantes, and with everything we should equip them with, so that they can help protect their territories. That's just my candid advice. So what's your own position?